3 afternoons. 3 yellow clothespins. The exact same mailbox post, and this time the orange tabby dropped the third one while the neighbor was watching closely again. At first, it looked like an ordinary cat habit. The neighbor picked up one pin, checked it, and treated the whole pile like stolen laundry clips. But the count changed the feeling. 1 pin had appeared the first afternoon, 2 by the second, and now all 3 sat on one side again. So the neighbor did the practical thing. They cleared every yellow pin from the base and left that side of the third post completely empty again. That empty side became the first real clue. The cat watched the base, not the pins now sitting in the neighbor's palm near the same spot. The neighbor waited a few steps away, mail tucked under one arm. The bare patch looked like a quiet test nobody had meant to set there. The orange tabby came back from the same sidewalk line carrying another yellow clothespin, and it walked past every other mailbox post without slowing down once. When that 4th pin landed on the same cleared side, the old answer stopped fitting. The cat had not missed the pile. It had replaced the marker exactly there. Now the neighbor looked where the cat kept coming from. A nearby porch note line held the same yellow clips, with one empty clipped space above it. That explanation almost worked. The cat could have been stealing from the line, but it ignored every easy clip still hanging there in plain view. One detail did not fit. The cat returned to the base empty-mouthed, then sat beside the 4th pin like the place mattered more today than stealing. So the neighbor stopped treating the pin as trash. They placed it back carefully, crouched lower, and checked behind that exact mailbox post from the marked side this time. The shift came from a physical match, not a guess. The loose clothespins matched the porch notice line, and the empty clipped space changed the whole meaning of the drop-off. Now the question was not why the cat liked clips. It was what had been held there, and where that missing paper had gone after that. The cat did not add drama. It simply stayed beside the marker while the neighbor studied the shadowed edge of the base more closely now. Then, the marker almost vanished again. Another neighbor reached to clear it, and the first neighbor stopped their hand before the clue disappeared from view again that afternoon. For a moment, attention went upward to the closed mailbox slots. That looked reasonable too, but the cat stayed beside the ground marker instead of moving. The slot check gave nothing useful. No mail, no compartment, no answer. The tabby turned back toward the yellow pin below the closed mailbox face again. Then the old clue read differently. Every yellow clothespin had faced the same side of the third mailbox post, toward the same hidden base edge the neighbor had missed. When the neighbor reached behind it, a paper edge slid into view. It was a fallen missing pet flyer, tucked where standing eyes had missed it right there. The neighbor smoothed the creased flyer, chose one yellow clothespin, and walked toward the community board instead of leaving the pins on the ground this time. By the end, the yellow clothespin was not